Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to I Am Consciousness with Ashita. Today, we're going to talk about a very important topic as to how do you identify a right relationship. A right relationship is a right relationship only when you have the right person in that relationship, right? Okay, so let's quickly talk about the mindset that is prevailing in us since ages, as to how we identify a right person for a relationship. Basically, people, what we all think is we all are superheroes, and we can identify a person just in few seconds and minutes. Don't you think that sounds a little insane? People, I really don't think so that we can identify a person just in a shorter duration. By doing that, we are actually being very judgmental, and being judgmental about anything and anybody is really a wrong thing to do. So let's not be judgmental. What I would really want to say is any relationship or any person, to be understood completely or wholesomely, takes some time. So we have to give some time to any kind of relationship or a person, right? So something that is possible. When I talk about instant things in our life, yes, there are few things that are possible, and I can tell you, when you really encounter a person, right, or when you exchange looks with that person, what usually happens within us is instantly we have this thought in our mind saying that, hey, I kind of like this person, kind of feel that I should casually get associated with that person. So any relationship that you have, any person that you encounter suddenly, and have that connection with them, that is absolutely fine, and that is really possible in that in few seconds that you have that connection with that person. That is absolutely possible, and that is something that you really have to feel good about, because that is inbuilt in us. And if you feel that, you have to go approach a person, and you have to casually have an interaction with that person, and on a very casual level is absolutely fine, and you should go about it. But at the same time, when you interact with that person, you should instantly not think that hey, I kind of interacted with this person now for a while, and this person can be a friend for life, and this person can be my life partner for life, and I can take this relationship for a very, very long term. That is something that you have to be alert about. So because that's not going to happen, because that needs a lot of time and a lot of knowledge to understand a person. Because like you and me, we also have another person who has a lots in him or her, and that we have to get into their space, and they have to get into our space to understand each other very well. Okay, so I have three aspects, which are very, very aspects to not to test a person, but to assess a person at different levels. So these are the most important ones. So I thought, let me share with you and suggest you, if you come across any relationship as such, and you feel that from that a very casual interaction level, you want to take that relationship to another level. That's when you're raising the bar of your relationship from a certain level to another level. Okay, so what we can do is we can talk about these three aspects. Please concentrate. The first aspect would be to involve that person in various aspects of your life. When I say various aspects of your life, is those you're basically inviting a person within your space. So each one of us have our space that is very much personal, and a lot that only you know about, and you have really not exposed that that part of yourself to someone else. So basically you're inviting that person in that space. So when you invite that person in that space, naturally that person knows a lot more about you. Okay, so also those situations, the situations that you have faced and you will face in future, forget about the situation that you're faced in the past, but the situations that you will come across, because we are in the life where we will come across a lot of situations. So when that person is invited in that situation of your life, you'll have to now see how that person responds to such situations, what kind of choices he makes in that situation, and how he stands by you in such situations. Okay, so I would rather say that, do not go by a person who always says right about you, who always talks right things about you, and always pleases you. I really feel that such people are not being real, okay, and not showing the real self, and not really, being that person who actually says the right and wrong about you. Okay, we need a person who he or she is a right critic. So somebody who's a right critic and upfrontly can tell you, boss, what you're doing is wrong. Okay, and you can change this and make the situation better. Okay, so we need such people in our life who can, tell us right and wrong about everything. Okay, so that is the first thing that you would really have to concentrate and assess the person. Secondly, second one would be somebody who is not a self-centered person or a self-centric person. Somebody who is a self-centered person is a person who will only concentrate on himself and who thinks that he is the person who is the most important person than anyone else around him. Okay, so somebody who is self-centered is not a right person to be associated with. You need a person who feels that, your interests are his interest. Your growth in your life, the growth in your career is very important to him as well. So somebody who raises you in a relationship from a certain level to a certain level is a person who has to be in your life. Okay, and somebody who pulls you down. So somebody who raises you from a certain level to another level, and somebody who identify your interest to be his own interests is a person to be with. And somebody who has his own analogies and has his own way of thinking, which restricts you from growing, which restricts you from thinking, which restricts you from doing anything freely, is a person you have to clearly say no to. Yeah, so please identify a person who has a whole lot of interest in whatever you do, who always supports you constantly and says, yes, you have to go do it. You have to just keep striking, you have to keep striving to do things possible. So just give yourself to such people who take you the way you are, and who raise you, and who see that potential in you, to get you going till there. Yeah, so those are the people who you really have to be associated with. And thirdly, and the most important and the last thing that I would want to suggest you guys would be to identify a person who doesn't control you. Yeah, somebody who controls you, I must really say, somebody who controls you is a person who controls you completely. And when he controls you completely, let me say this to you, he would control your mind, he would control your thinking, he would control the talks, he will control every step that you take in your life. Yes, so somebody who controls you at every aspect of your life, how will you grow? How will you, how will you be yourself? Right? So a person has to give you that freedom. A person has to feel that you are a person with awareness, and he himself should be the person of awareness to let you do things that he feels that is right for you. And out of your consciousness and his consciousness, you both need to know that whatever you're doing is right to your consciousness, right? So that has to play around in both of your minds. Okay, and especially that has to come from your partner. It has to come from your friend, it has to come from your husband, it has to come from any relationship that you are in. Right? So if that relationship doesn't consist of these things, right, then please don't go for such relationships. Such relationship will never take you to any place, and such relationships will not have any direction, right? So any relationship that doesn't have any direction as to where you're going, where you're leading to, is not the right relationship to be in. So guys, I'm sure there's lots that I have spoken, and I'm sure all these three aspects will surely be in your mind. The first one is invite and involve that person in various aspects of your life to see and understand as to how he reacts to it, how he responds to it, and what kind of choices he makes to support you and to get you to a better situation. Secondly, a person who is not self-centered or self-centric, who also gives you that space, and who identifies your interest to be his interests as well. And lastly, and the most important one, is somebody who don't control you. Somebody who controls you, please say no to them directly, okay? And guys, I'm sure you all have gained something out of this. Please subscribe all my videos and subscribe my channel as well. And please live a life with consciousness. Thank you so much. See you next time. See ya.